I'm Jeff Glor from CBS Saturday Morning. Welcome to The Dish. Today we bop around Boston to visit 3 restaurants bringing Italian flavors to the hub. We'll meet the unofficial mayor of Boston's Little Italy, who's preserving Italian traditions and fulfilling his late immigrant father's dream of owning a restaurant. Then we meet a renowned chef and author whose love of fine dining started on a first date. But first, we meet Chef Douglas Williams. After gracing kitchens from Southeast Asia to Europe, he settled down in Boston with his restaurant, Mita. Translating to generosity, Mita's portions and hospitality exemplify exactly that. Dana Jacobson visited the Roxbury neighborhood to see for herself.
We have gnocchi cacio e pepe, just cheese and butter, lasagna.
If Chef Douglas Williams' eyes light up at a table,
Pacri bolognese, roasted chicken over orzo.
it's because dishes like these combine his twin passions,
Bucatini alla matriciana, spaghetti con pesto.
hospitality
But I want to split the recipe.
and teaching.
What do you love about making pasta?
What do I not love about making pasta? I mean, it's like Play-Doh, the sandbox, and the kitchen table all in one. And to be able to teach that to someone and to see that spark happen, that is the key. Parmesan, nutmeg, salt, and pepper.
Okay.
Just gonna add that to the bowl.
Williams asked if he could share that spark with me.
All right, so now you just wanna bring it up from the bottom. There you go, just like that, bring it up from the bottom and just fold in gently.
By teaching me to make gnocchi, the Aryan, doughy Italian dumplings.
And you wanna try to just go for a rectangle, something that resembles a rectangle. Okay?
In a matter of minutes, his mission is accomplished.
Just like this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Perfect. There we go.
This is so awesome.
You just give them a little bounce. Now we're gonna make gnocchi cacio e pepe.
Douglas Williams traces his passion for hospitality to his childhood in Atlantic City, where his father worked as a chef and his mother as a waitress on casino floors. He credits a 5th grade teacher for his passion to learn and pass knowledge to others.
It was a sense of enlightenment, finding out about Europe and finding out about what Africa may be like. It's just a magical sense of almost euphoria.
But as a teenager, the euphoria was tempered by a chronic illness, which unexpectedly turned out to be a gateway to his culinary future.
Being diagnosed with Crohn's when I was 16 obviously was an extremely formative time in my life,
Yeah.
not knowing which direction to go.
When you're 16, you want to eat pizza and burgers with your friends
And lots
not
of
care,
cereal.
right?
And lots of cereal. Once that happened, I immediately grew up and realized that I need to start liking mushrooms. I need to cook eggs perfectly. I need to be open. And that allowed, obviously, the floodgates to open up and everything changed for me.
After high school, Williams said while he wasn't set up to go to college, he did have something else in mind.
I knew I wanted to go to cooking school and immediately start to travel. And in cooking school, I got to visit Vienna, Austria, which completely changed my life.
Why?
Well, I got to see Europe and see a Michelin star restaurant for the first time. One of my passions is classical music. And to see a place where Mozart played with no speakers and to feel the reverberations come through your body. I remember crying. I remember feeling overly emotional, and I said, I want to repeat this.
With that, Williams began a journey to kitchens around the world, from Southeast Asia to Boston and then New York at Chef Paul Liebrand's Michelin-starred restaurant, Cortone.
New York was a dream. It had the busyness that I wanted, it had the bustle. It was very cutthroat. There was no guarantee that I would have a job the next day. If the mistake was made,
That's New York.
if a sauce was burned,
Right.
I knew I had to be as perfect as I possibly could be. And from there, I knew I wanted Paris next.
After a stint at another Michelin-starred restaurant in Paris, Williams returned to Boston, where he broke out on his own with Mita.
What is the meaning of the name?
So, Mida is actually 2 words in Italian. It's separated by an apostrophe, and that we translated directly to generosity. And that's the pillar that we stand on. That's how we price the food. That's our portion size. That's how we greet you. That's how we pour wine, thankfully.
Yay!
Mita sits right at the busy intersection of Boston's upscale South End and the more blue-collar Roxbury neighborhood.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
From afar.
From afar.
It's earned Williams acclaim as the only black chef owner in Boston fine dining. But he hopes his mostly Roman-style eatery is known for being accessible to anyone who can use a fork.
The pasta, the difference of a homemade pasta is everything.
It is. Would you like some of the gnocchi?
I would, of course.
Homemade?
Of course.
There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, give me very full.
This is why I did not need to eat lunch today.
Along with chef and restaurateur, the titles Williams is most proud of are husband and dad. His two boys, not unlike himself at their age, the perfect pupils.
Your life as it is now, is this what you as a little boy thought that it would be?
Tenfold. This is exactly my dream. Even more so. Again, I just feel incredibly lucky and fortunate and blessed to be in this position and be cooking food that I love and still ultimately get to teach. How could that not be a dream?
Up next, meet the so-called mayor of Boston's Little Italy, whose empire started with a simple sandwich. This is The Dish. Entrepreneur and restaurateur Frank DePasquale injects Italian flair into all of his business ventures, which range from bakeries to hotels. His restaurant, Il Panino, started as a simple sandwich shop and grew into much more. Dana Jacobson met him for a bite in Boston's North End.
This is our love, this is our passion, this is what we live for. It's just a love of what we do.
With a veritable feast before him, Boston restaurateur Frank DePasquale speaks from the heart.
I wake up, I can't wait to see a new dish that the chef is making. I can't wait to see the smile on the customer's face as they're sipping their wine or eating the food or saying something nice on the way out.
This array of favorite DePasquale Ventures dishes includes zucchini pasta with provola, parmigiano, and reggiano, margarita pizza with hand-crushed tomatoes,